Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Herman Green. The government is moving to abolish some of its import and export fees. The announcement was made today by Industry and Commerce Minister Audley Shaw. Mr. Shaw said he has requested a review of the outdated fees with a view to removing them. He was speaking up at the launch of the National Foreign Trade Policy and Information Portal this morning. TVJ's Andrew Laidley reports.
Audley Shaw making a comment to do away with some old fees in an effort to modernize the island's trade processes.
We have already identified a number of import and export fees that we consider to be no longer relevant. So I'm going to put it together as a cabinet submission, take it to cabinet. What is no longer relevant must be removed.
The minister tight-lipped about the exact fees to be removed, but more willing to disclose some of the agencies under review.
You earn your revenue not from charging fees that are no longer relevant. Our job has to be to build competitiveness in business. And how can we build competitiveness if government itself becomes an undue source of burden upon the pocketbooks of our importers and exporters?
And when quizzed about how the government plans to make up for the revenue loss,
critical agencies like the Trade Board, the Bureau of Standards, these entities and others, the fees are under critical review at my instruction. And I've already seen a list. I'm not going to give you a number, but it's somewhere between at least 7 and maybe 10 charges that will have to go.
For the Business Day, I'm Andrew Laidley.
In the meantime, the government's National Foreign Trade Policy and Trade Information Portal was launched today. The projects are geared towards improving the ease of doing business.
Foreign trade policy is geared towards mainstreaming trade, international development policies, plans and strategies. The foreign trade policy is not an end in itself or a solution. It must embrace other policies and strategies in order to promote trade in goods and services which meet international standards. It's also essential that we meet demand in external markets and enhance export performance, leading to job creation and welfare gains.
Currency trading ended the day with the US dollar selling for $134.01. The Canadian dollar is going for $104.28. The pound closed the day at $175.79, while the euro is being sold for $156.14 on average. Oil prices traded lower today. Oil for delivery in November went down by $1.88 to settle at $74.33 a barrel. The JSE index lost 1,123 points today. The junior index gained 19 points. Among the winners, 1834 Investments, Caribbean Cement, Derrimont Trading, Epley, Fosrich, Grace Kennedy, Honeybun, Indies Pharma, and Jamaica Stock Exchange. Now, as we look at the losers, they include Cargo Handlers. There they are: Elite Diagnostic, General Accident Insurance, Jamaica Broilers, Portland JSX, Scotia Group, T-Tech, and Victoria Mutual Investments. Meanwhile, the Jamaica Stock Exchange is the highest performing stock market in the world in the last 5 years. Media entity Bloomberg ran a story yesterday highlighting that the index has gained 233% over the period. Since the start of the year, the JSE index is up 19%. Bloomberg notes that the JSE has been the world's biggest index over the last 5 years with no sign of losing steam. And that's the Business Day. I'm Herman Green. Good evening.